Welcome to the How to Debond a Model training video. My name is Henrik and I'm joined today by my colleague Rikke.
Hello.
So what is debonding? Well, in essence, it's removing the brackets from the surface of the scan. As you can see on the two pictures on the lower part of the slide, to the left we have a scan with brackets on, and on the right we have removed, using the deboning feature, the brackets on the front teeth. So this will actually allow you to monitor progress more easily. So what you'll learn in this video is how to access the debonding feature, how to use the debonding tool, and how to avoid common debonding mistakes. But before you start, there's a couple of things you need to be aware of. First, we recommend that you scan the patients without the wires. It's much easier to work with the debonding feature that way, and you will get a better quality of that function. Also, make sure you make a copy of the model set first, so you don't overwrite the model set and you can get back to the original scan. And thirdly, be aware there's actually no debonding feature in the Ortho system, and you may think this is strange having a video about a feature that doesn't exist, but actually we're using an existing feature in the Ortho system for doing debonding, and Rikke will show you just in a minute how that works. Okay, Rikke, we are now back in Ortho Analyzer, so could you take us through the debonding feature?
Yes, I will. We'll start with finding our patient. In this case, we'll take a Fred Hansen. And as we said before, we'd like to duplicate the model set. So we're just going to activate this model set of Fred Hansen. You can either right click and duplicate it here, or you can go up to the feature up here. It's the same feature to duplicate the model set.
Okay.
Just press it and remember to rename the model set. Press OK. And now you can see it's been saved as a new model set over here. To enter the feature of debonding the brackets from the model set, we have to go into the prepare of model set. We can either right click here and press prepare model set, or we can go up to the icon up here and press prepare model set. We'll just click on it and we'll enter into the preparation of the model set. We can skip these features because we don't need to put a base on, but if you need to put a base on, you can just go through the workflow. You just press the sculpt up here and you will go directly into.
Perfect, so you simply bypass those first steps there.
Exactly.
So you may have noticed that the colors from the rich colors from the TRIA scan has disappeared. That's the preferred way that we like to work with the debonding feature, because the visibility is a little bit easier to work with on the black and white rather than the color scan, as you will see in a minute. But we can show by the end of the video how that works with and without colors.
Yeah.
So
just press up here. You just press show scanner acquired texture, and you can change the color into a gypsum color.
yeah, so there's only the texture, no colors.
Yeah, exactly. So entering the feature where you can debond the brackets, it's up here. It's called remove artifacts. Just pressing that one, and you'll now be able to remove the brackets. You just go around with the cursor, just drawing a red marker around each bracket, just closing it up, press here, apply, and then the bracket will simply disappear.
Magic.
Yeah, like magic. You can just take one at a time, or if you want to take more than one, you can do more than one. But just remember, when you're doing multiple bracket removements, if you do something wrong and press undo, you have to remember that by clicking on the undo button here, all of the brackets will reappear.
Okay. So what do you recommend? Like,
so I recommend 1 to 3 bracket at a time, so you don't have to do the whole procedure again if you debonded it at one time.
Perfect.
Yes. You also have the possibilities here when you have debonded a bracket to make it a bit more smooth. You go into the wax knife over here, activate the smooth tooth here, and then you can go in here and smooth the tooth a bit more. You can make it smaller or bigger depending how fast.
Okay, looks really nice.
So it looks very nice.
Yeah.
As we said before, by debonding this, you can debond all the brackets on the patient here, and so you can print out the model set, make a retainer for the patient to give the patient for the last visit. When you're debonding all the brackets, you have a retainer to give them.
Perfect.
at the same time.
Can you put the colors back on just to
Yes,
to
I
my
can
point
show you how
before?
it
So
will look,
as you can see here, if you look at that frontal incisor there, it actually looks like there's a little bit of bracket left, and in fact you can see there's not. It's simply just color artifacts in the rich color.
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes it's a little bit better to work with without the colors and only the textures.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Thanks, Reike. So just one thing, if you happen to have a scan of brackets with the wire on,
Yes.
what do you do?
Yes, we have a small workaround, and I'll just show you what we'll recommend to do there. So just close this down. So we are now back in the patient browser, and we'll take another patient here. In this patient, we also have the arch wire scanned in at the Triascan as well. So we start as before, just duplicate the model set, enter a new name, and go in on the new model set in the prepare model set as just before, skipping the first features of the workflow directly into the sculpt toolkit. And here we'll turn over the model so we'll see it from a different view. And then to be able to cut off here, we have to activate this plane cut.
Okay, that's another tool.
Yeah. And we just go underneath the bracket, draw a line, and then it will disappear. And if I turn it over now, you can see I will over here go to remove artifacts, and then I will draw around.
Basically what you did before.
Basically what I did before.
Okay.
Completely the same. Press play, apply, and then I'll go to my sculpting tool, activating this one here, and just simply smoothen the tooth up.
Pretty
so
cool.
you have a nice result of the debonded bracket.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Reike.
You're welcome.
Okay, so in conclusion, the key takeaways here are really that you should remember to scan your patient without the wires, as you've just seen. Remember to duplicate the model before debonding to avoid overwriting the scan. And actually, as Reike showed you, just take a few teeth at a time and commit so that you don't undo all of your work in one go. That's it. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.